Disney Princess Mum and Wife. My name's Sarah. I hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So this video is following on from my last video, the pack with me video, and this one is what is in my part bag. Now, as you know, I am off to Disneyland Paris next week on Sunday with my friend Kerry for my 30th birthday. We're going for the Halloween season and it's just me and her, so I'm not bringing Andrew or the boys along, so it's just a girls trip, yay! So anyway, I thought I would do a video to follow on from the pack with me video, and to show you what is in my part bag. So what I'm going to be popping in my part bag, oh sorry, excuse me, for the days in the park. We're going for 5 days in total. So yeah, so stay tuned and come along with me, and hopefully you'll pick up some hints and tips on what to pop in your part bag. Excuse the noise in the background, it is a Sunday, it's the last chance I can record this video before I have to pack everything. So my children are at home, so it's a bit noisy, so I hope you can still hear me. But yeah, so pop me on pause now and get yourself a cuppa and settle down, and come with me to see what I'm popping in my part bag. Okay, so sorry if the camera angle has changed a bit, but my batteries went flat, so I had to change that. So yeah, so this is the part bag I am going to be taking with me. It is from Primark. It's Mickey Mouse one, pink Mickey Mouse one, and it's just got the little straps on there as well. So it's got the zip front, and then it's inside. It's just got a big space inside there, so it's good for just one person. So while we're on the subject of what's on the actual bag, so this, I hung on this. Kerry got me one, she's got one herself. It's got my name on it. I don't know if you can see there, but it's got my name, and it's obviously my favourite Disney character, Minnie Mouse, of course. And then on here we have got this is from a lady called I think it's Pixie Dust Chaser. She has an Etsy shop, and it is an ear lanyard. She does them all in all different designs, I think, but yeah, I got this from Etsy, and it's an ear lanyard. So it undoes. I think you saw this in my last video actually that I did in April, and it just undoes. You hook your ears on there and it pops up like that, and you can just hang your ears. If you've got 2 pairs of ears, then you can put one on there, or if you need to take your ears off for a ride or whatever, or you don't want to wear them all day, then you can just store them on there without them getting squished in your bag. So yeah, so that is basically what's on my bag there. So that's the first thing on my part bag. So the next thing in my park bag, just adjust my ears there. Okay, so let's see, the first thing I have in my part bag is I say this, my little purse. This is perfect to fit in your part bag, because this is from Primark, the Minnie Mouse. They had them in there last year. I got this on my April trip and it did wonders, because you don't want to be taking your big purse to Disney. You don't need it. You don't need all your cards. You don't need your Boots Advantage card. You don't need your store card, your Merlin passes, you know, whatever. All you need is your Euros and a bank card possibly, and any travel cards that you have. So this is perfect just to slip in to it, and put all your Euros and your change in. So this is what I use for my part bag purse. So basically you can see in there I've already got the euros in there, and they fit nicely in there, and they're not even folded up, so it's the right size. And I've even got some euro change from my last trip, so I put all my change in there. I also put my post office travel card in there, and my bank card and a credit card, just so I'm covered financially. So yeah, so I have my purse with my euros and my cards in, so that will go in there. I also have just this little thing here, it's a Cath Kidston pouch, Minnie Mouse pouch, which I have in here. So I have, I can get it out. So I have a little mini hairbrush just to freshen my hair up if I need to, if I've been on a fast ride and, you know, get a bit windswept. Then I've got like a mini hairbrush, and then I've got like a scrunchie if I need a scrunchie, and I've just got a selection of spare hairbands if I need some hairbands, and some bobby pins if I need to clip any bits of my hair back. So yeah, so that's what I have just to take with me, just to deal with my hair. That's all I really do with my hair. So I'll just drop that on there. So I just tie it back because it's just faffing around. So I've got spare bits in there and a brush just to freshen up, and obviously I have my ears as well. So yeah, so I've got that, and I just keep that, you know, all together in a little pouch like that, so that just slots in my bag. The next thing I have, now you'll notice that I mentioned this in my last video, in the pack with me video, is my park first aid kit. I had this and I showed this to you in my last what's in my park bag video. It is my park day mini first aid kit. This is the, if you've not seen it, this is the Cath Kidston Minnie Mouse bag collection, cosmetic bag I think, and it also comes with this one as well, so I've kind of utilised both bags. But yeah, this is, and it's perfect. This is like cosmetic thing, cosmetic bag, but I use it as a mini first aid kit. So inside here I have all the usual. So I basically take from my main first aid kit in my suitcase, I take out probably a day's worth of things that I will possibly need in and pop it into here. And if I do use any of it, then in the evening when I get back to the hotel, I will just top it up for the next day. So that's basically how I work it. So again, so it's basically just stuff that I have from the medicine kit and the first aid kit in my suitcase that I just pop in for a day in the park. So about a day's worth if you need it. Some days don't even use it, other days you might use a couple of things, and like I say, if you do use it, then you just top it up in the evening before the next day. So again, we've got a strip of Imodium, so if you get a tummy, you know, upset stomach when you're in the park, you can just pop one of these and, you know, hopefully it'll make you better. We'll also have some Gaviscon for heartburn, indigestion, especially if you've been eating a lot or you've had a lot of breakfast or lunch, because the food that you can get there can be quite rich. So sometimes you get a bit of heartburn or indigestion, so always carry some Gaviscon just to ease that for you. Again, I showed you this in the pack with me video. Your antiviral hand foam, so you pop it on in the morning, and it gives you up to 8 hours protection from harmful bacteria and viruses. And the reason why I carry it around, because even though it does say it lasts up to 8 hours, but you know, when you've been to the toilet and you've washed your hands, or you wash your hands for any reason, then you need to reapply this, because obviously it washes it off. So it's handy just to carry around. Just, You don't need the big one. You can get 2 different sizes. This is you can get 250ml from Boots and a 50ml. This is the 50ml, so a travel size one. Just something just to refresh your hands with. So yes, that's what I have in there. I also have a couple of strips of paracetamol. Now I don't usually take paracetamol because I have prescription cocodamol. So I would have my cocodamol with me as well in the part bag, but it's always good to carry around paracetamol for me if I do run out of strip of cocodamol, so I'd have this as a backup. But for you, if you don't take cocodamol or anything containing paracetamol, then I would take a couple of strips. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 4 doses in here, so that's 1 strip is enough for a day in the park. So always take a strip of paracetamol if you can take paracetamol, or as a backup, you know, for anything. So I always have that as a backup in there. I also have oh, where is it? At least I think I still have it in here. Oh dear, where is it? Oh dear, dear, dear. I think I need to chop this up before I go away because I think I've used some of it. Oh dear, I don't have it in here. I'm gonna whoops, I'm gonna have to put some in when I get there because it's in my main medicine kit, which is around here somewhere. Oh, hold on, I can do it here because I've got my medicine kit here. Yep. Right, so what I was looking for, I've going along with paracetamol, some ibuprofen as well for muscle aches and headaches and things. So always carry around a strip of ibuprofen with you. If you can take ibuprofen, I mean, you know, your medical needs are obviously your own, so but this is just what I take, and a suggestion for you. So any anti-inflammatory medication, if you can take it, so ibuprofen, like I mentioned in my last video, these are like about 28p from Boots, so not expensive at all. So I always have a strip of ibuprofen in there. I think you take these 3 times a day. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you've got 16 in there, so two in there. So you've got about 8 doses of that. So 3 times a day. We've probably got enough for 2-3 days in 1 strip. So, and again, like I say, you can top it up in the evening if you have used it. So yeah, so paracetamol and ibuprofen in there. I also carry around some antiseptic cream. Yeah, for if we cut ourselves, graze ourselves, need a bit of antiseptic cream. I use the Germaline dual action antiseptic, help prevent infection, and it's also got a local anaesthetic, so it numbs the pain. So that's also a good thing just to carry around with you, some antiseptic cream. And on that note as well, also some antiseptic wipes, a couple of those in there, does basically the same thing. I also have some anthisan bite and sting cream. I mean, we're going in October, so I don't know if there's going to be more of these. I would highly doubt there is, but there might be during the evening, or you know, bees or whatever. You never know, do you? So it's good to just have it. So if you do get, especially if you're going in the summer months, in the warmer months, and there's a lot of mozzies around, or bees or wasps or whatever, and you do are unlucky to get either bitten or stung, then it's good to just have some of that in there just to apply, so you don't have to go all the way back to the hotel and, you know, worry about it. So at least you've got it with you. So yeah, so that's some anthisan bite and sting cream. I mentioned this before, I need to top this up as well. I haven't actually topped this up since I got back in April, but some selection of blister plasters. Andrew used most of these, like I mentioned before in my last video, because he got so many blisters. You're walking for so many hours a day and you walk so many miles that unless you're in comfy shoes, sorry, excuse the background, Jake's at home. Don't jump on there, please, don't do that. So yeah, always carry around blister plasters, because you might find yourself getting blisters, so you can just stop, have coffee, whatever, and just put some blister plaster on there. On that note as well, it's always handy to carry around a selection of different size plasters. Again, for any blisters, if you don't have blister plasters, then normal plasters will do. Or if you've run out of blister plasters, then a selection of different size plasters are good for that as well. And also, if you do cut yourself or graze yourself, it's good to just have those, so you can put some antiseptic on and then just put a plaster on. So it's good just to have that in there. Now, you can go to the first aid centre in the park, and they do have plasters and things like that. So if you do forget them, don't worry about it. But it's good to have your own, and a selection of your own. What else do I have in here? Oh yeah, some diary lights. So a couple of sachets of diary lights. So if you're a bit dehydrated and things, then these are good to just replace all that, especially if you've been out all day and it's warm, especially in the summer months. Then this is good to have, just to replace all the minerals that you've lost through sweating, or or whatever. So you can just put it in a bottle of water and just have it. Yeah, so it's good to just carry a couple of these around with you in the park as well. So I've got some of those. Yeah, and again, antibacterial hand gel. It's good to carry around with you in there, and also some safety pins, because you never know when you're going to need safety pins. For any reason, your clothes might snag on a ride or something, or if you've got little children in princess dresses or costumes, and they come undone, then safety pins are a good idea to carry around with you. Or if you've got a bandage or something and you need to fasten them, then always have safety pins. So safety pins are good. Speaking of the plasters, actually, I still have some of these in there, which are the Disney plasters, the Mickey and Friends plasters. I hope you can still hear me, but because my children have been a bit noisy, as it's Sunday, so I apologise. So we have those for the children as well, so they're good for the children, or yourself if you're like me, have some Disney plasters. So that's basically what is in my park first aid bag. Also, I will be putting in there, which I've just realised I haven't got in there. I really need to go through this before I go on Sunday. I will also be putting in a pack of Strepsils. In fact, I've got my bag there. Why don't I just do it now? So I'll also be carrying around so unprepared. I really need to sort this out. So also a strip of Strepsils as well, for if you get a sore throat and things. So that is also now going to be in my park first aid bag. So yeah, so my Strepsils are now in there. So that's good for if you get sore throat, if you're screaming too much on the rides, or it's cold and you come down with a cold, then it's good to just have some of those to chew on as well, just to soothe your throat a bit. So yeah, so in the park first aid kit, you don't need a lot, just enough for a day, like I say, but like a strip of everything. So a strip of every medication, so a strip of antihistamine, which again I haven't got in there at the minute, I need to do. So a strip of antihistamine, a strip of Gaviscon, strip of Imodium, some paracetamol, ibuprofen, prescription medication, whatever you need for that. Some plasters, some blister plasters, some antiseptic cream, wipes, things, just something enough for any eventuality in the day. So this will be going into my park first aid bag. Sorry, into my park bag. So yeah, that's, hopefully you won't need to use it, but it's good to have. It's good to have if you do need to use it for anything. I know. So, and as well, if you've got children as well, then you know, always carry around some Calpol and Nurofen and things like that. So so yeah, so that will be in my part bag as well. The next thing, let's see, this is in no particular order, by the way. The next thing that will be in my part bag is a pen. You never know when you're going to need a pen. I always carry around a pen, even if I'm not in the park, because you might need to write things down, dinner reservations, you know, things like that. So I always carry a pen. So a pen will be in my part bag. Black or blue, doesn't really matter, just as long as you've got something to write with. The next thing that will be in my part bag is a pack of tissues. So you always need tissues, especially in the colder months. If you've got a runny nose or something, you know, tissues are always handy. Or if you're like me and you cry at certain moments in Disney, yeah, don't do that, but yeah, it happens, you know. So it's good to always have a pack or a couple of packs of tissues. These are just ultra soft pocket tissues from Boots. They're 4-ply and they're a pack of 10. So, you know, take a few packs like I showed you in my other video. I've got a pack of 6 that I'll be putting in my suitcase. So, you know, you've always got tissues on the go if you need a tissue, because you never know when you need a tissue. So yeah, absolutely take tissues. The next thing along those lines is, I showed you these before in my other video again, is the refreshing handy wipes. So like I said before, these are good. So if you've had you know, something sticky like cake, fudge, waffle, whatever, or you just want to refresh your hands, then take then these are really good. These are just from Boots. I think they're £1, might be wrong, for a pack of 40. So these are just good to freshen up your hands. So these will be going in my part bag as well. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, along those lines, I've already showed you, but I'll be having a couple of tubs of these. This is the Carex Bubblegum Edition Antibacterial Hand Gel, because, you know, you're getting on and off rides, like I said before. No. How did you get into that? No. Sorry. So yeah, I'll be taking that as well, the Carex Bubblegum Edition Antibacterial Hand Gel, just to freshen up. No. So that, yeah, so that'll be in there as well. Close it. Sorry, Jake's just been So yeah, the next thing I will have is an umbrella, because when it rains in Paris, it pours, absolutely pours down. So yeah, so it's a good idea to always have a brolly just stuck. These are good, they're like pocket size. So just have a brolly stuck in there, just in case you do get caught out in the rain. And along those lines as well, which I can't show you at the minute because Kerry has I haven't got it with me, but there's a little light rain jacket that folds up neatly in the bag, so I'll be carrying those with me as well. So I'll be carrying those with me as well. So rain jacket or a poncho if you prefer. If you prefer a poncho, you can get one of those. In Disney they sell them £8 for an adult poncho. £8, sorry, €8. No, is it €10 now? I cannot remember. I'll double check that. I think it's either €8 or €10 for an adult poncho, and about €7, could be wrong, for a child's poncho. So my advice would be, if you don't want to spend that much on a poncho, then bring one with you, get something more cheaper, or bring a rain mat or whatever. But there is the option of a poncho which you could just stick in your bag. So a brolly and a poncho or a raincoat, so you're prepared for wet weather. So yeah, so that's what will be going in there. Also a pack of mints, polos, just freshen up and just to feel a bit fresh, will be going in there in case I want to suck on any mints. Oh, what else? We're nearly there, I think, actually. Sorry, my children are fighting. Okay, so the next thing that'll be going in my part bag is this. I absolutely love it. It's my autograph book. Now Kerry bought me this. I'm not sure exactly where she got it from because she bought it for me, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It says Sarah's autograph book, Disneyland Paris 2019, and it was in it's got the princesses on it, and it was done in pink because it's my favourite colour, and it's lovely, absolutely beautiful. And inside you've got all the different characters, and it says name, princess, citizenship, citizen of Disney, and it's like a little postcard, and it's got their name, and then they can do an autograph here. It's got, not all of these are in Disneyland Paris, so I won't fill it all up, but yeah, it's got all their different Disney characters in it. See, we've got Tiana, the genie, Jasmine, Rapunzel, Snow White, because we're actually going for the princess lunch again, so we're going to try and get the princess autographs as well, and Belle, and then it's obviously got Mickey Mouse in it, and then it's also got these blank pages as well, so if there's any other characters that are not in the book that you see, you can get them to sign it there and stick a photo of them in there. And because we're going for Halloween, let me see if I can find one of them. See if I can find, it's Captain Hook, Bo Peep, but she's not in Disney. Oh, here we go. It's got Queen of Hearts, it's got the Beast, it's got Gaston, Baloo. Here we go, I'll show you this one. It's got Maleficent. So because we are going, don't know if it's going to focus. Yeah, so it's got Maleficent. So because we are going for Halloween, she specifically asked for there to be the Disney villains in them, because obviously they are special meet and greets. So we've got Maleficent, we've got Gaston, oh, there's Daisy there, we've got Jafar, we've got Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Anastasia from Cinderella. Let's see if we've got any other villains. Got Chewbacca. Oh, we got Lady Tremaine, the evil stepmother from Cinderella. So we've got those. We've got Mulan, but I know she's not in the park. And then there's one that I want to see, Jack Skellington. So specifically, there are a lot of villains in there because we want to try and meet them. And it's also got the postmark October 2019, if you can see it there, October 2019. So yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So I'll be having those, and also my autograph pen, which I haven't got on me at the minute, either Sharpies or an autograph pen. So that'll be definitely in my part bag for when we do character meets. Oh, one thing I'm forgetting. Also, this water bottle. Now I took my my Sleeping Beauty one last time, my big bottle last time, but I don't think it will fit in this part bag because I haven't got the big one. So I'm taking this one. It's the Cheshire Cat one. Kerry's got one as well because she's, as you know, Alice in Wonderland mad. She loves it, so she picked me up one of these as well. So instead of spending €5 a pop on drinks, bottles of water and stuff like that, we're just going to take this in the park. We'll just fill them up in the morning in the hotel, and then we're just going to drink out of them, and then if we need to, we will refill them in the fountains, and it just saves a bit of money instead of paying €5 for drinks. You know, save money where you can because it gives you more Disney spends for merchandise. So yeah, so I will also have my water bottle. Then I will have, next thing I will have in there, oops, hold on, is this, my power bank. This is the Cool Wheel power bank, and it gets about 5 or 6 charges out of here, which is really good, and obviously the spare cable charger, and it comes in its own little case. So that will definitely be in my part bag because we're going to be out so many hours and taking so many pictures that I will need to recharge my phone. And you can do 1, 2, 3 phones or devices at once in there. So if Kerry needs to charge hers as well, then she can use mine. So that is a must in your part bag, is the power bank and your spare cable. Don't forget your cable because otherwise you won't be able to use it. So that will be in there as well, to recharge my phone when needed. Then apart from that, that is about everything. Apart from my phone, obviously I'll have my phone in there. And then these things you won't need unless you are a vlogger like me. So if you're not planning to vlog the trip, then you won't need these. But I also have the camera that I'm filming on and the tripod that I'm filming on. And then I will also have this little case in there, which is, I showed you this last one, which is little Beauty and Beast case from Primark. And this will just have my spare batteries in it. So any spare batteries I need, a spare micro muff, so the little bit on the top of my microphone camera to drown out all the outside noise and the wind noise, so it'll have that in there, a spare one of those. And it will have spare memory cards in as well in case I need a new memory card. Now I take the 64GB memory cards, and you can get loads on it, so these are ideal for days in the park. So yeah, so I'll have those spare batteries, spare memory cards, and spare micro muffs in there in case I need a spare one. So that will also be coming along with me, because I'm going to need to change my battery at some point. So yeah, but you won't need this unless you are going to vlog the trip. But yeah, so for any vloggers out there, then that's what you'll need. The next thing in the part bag, well, not in my part bag, but around my neck would be, I showed you this in the Pack With Me video, would be my Disney lanyard. I bought this in April, my April trip, after my eBay one broke on the Tower of Terror, so I had to go out and buy a new one, and I lost my green pass and my magic pass at the same time. So I went out and got this one from one of the shops in Disney. I think it's the 25th anniversary one, but I love it because it's just beautiful. And then I also got this Disney Princess pouch as well. This will have my magic pass in it and my green pass in it, and I will just have that around my neck when I'm in the parks. It's a good idea to have because you use your magic pass to get into ticket as your ticket to get in, so you have to scan your magic pass to get in and out the parks, and then you also need it for if you're going to go into the fast pass queues, and you need to get it, scan your magic pass to get your fast passes. And this is also good to use to store your fast pass if that's something that you're going to use, but I don't need that because I have a green pass, so instead of fast passes I'll be storing my green pass. So yeah, and these are really good as well if you do pin trading, which I haven't done yet, but these are good as well, so you can trade your pins and things like that, but I haven't wanted to put pins on here because I just love it. So yeah, so that will be in my part bag slash around my neck. Yeah, everything's flying everywhere. The next thing I will have, this is my old one, so this won't be the actual one. This is my one from April, would be my Disney PhotoPass. Again, this wouldn't be round my, this wouldn't be in my part bag, it would be round my neck. But yeah, so you have this, if you have the Disney PhotoPass, this is good to have on your neck, so that if you go to any character meets or ride with pictures, then you just give the photographer or at the ride exit this, they scan this, and then your photos are uploaded onto the Disney PhotoPass app, and then you've got them for a year, I think it is, and you know, you can do whatever. So this will also be, when I get it, I won't have it until we check in, but when I get it, this will be not in my part bag technically, but around my neck with my lanyard. So I will also have this and my lanyard with my magic pass and green pass in it. So yeah, so that's another thing. Also in my part bag, I showed you these in my last video, I will have a couple of pairs of these hot hands for if it's cold, then these will keep my hands warm. Put them inside gloves and it will keep my hands warm, especially in the evenings when waiting for illuminations. So these are good. You get a pack of 5 in a pack, and you get a pair and you just crack them, and they last for up to 10 hours. So you can just put them in your, gloves, and you know, keeps your hands warm. So they will be in my part bag also. The other thing that will be in my part bag will be, because it is a requirement in France apparently, is my passport. So you always have to carry photo ID around with you in Paris apparently, which I did not know until recently. So I will be putting in my passport safe in my part bag as well. Now they won't be on my back because I'm also taking my my Cath Kidston bag, which is here, which I now use every day, but I'll be taking this with me as a crossbody bag. I used this on our last trip in April, so you've probably seen it in the vlogs and on the photos. So in this bag, because it's a bit more secure than on my back, I will have my purse in there, my green pass documentation to get the green pass on the first day. No, I won't actually have that in there, because you can now get your green pass from the hotel. They've just brought that out over the last couple of months. So no, I won't be carrying my green pass documentation around with me, because I will get it when I check in the hotel, so that won't actually be in my part bag. But I will have like my passport to carry around in case we get stopped and we get asked for ID. So my camera equipment will be in my part bags, and my camera, and when I'm not using it and on rides, and my spare batteries and things will be in my part bag. I will also have, I have asthma, so I have my inhaler, so that will be in my Cath Kidston bag, so I can just whip it out if and when I need it. And my phone will be in there with my power bank, because obviously that's value. So basically all the valuable things will be in my Cath Kidston bag, which I can just put, and it's a bit more secure. All the non-value things like tissues, handy wipes, water bottles, things like that will be in my Mickey Mouse backpack. You can take your bags on the ride with you, apart from the parachute drop, so you always have them with you. So that's not an issue. But yeah, I think that's all I'm really taking in my part bag. So we have a mini first aid kit, antibacterial gel and viral hand foam, lanyard for Magic Pass, PhotoPass, autograph book and pen, tissues, handy wipes, hot hands, ears, purse with your euros and your cards and things in that you need, power bank and cable, water bottle, and if you don't like water, you can also get these squeezy juices that we use for the kids in April. So they were good, we just squeezed them in and filled them with water, so you can have those in there as well. Your raincoat, like rain mat or poncho, an umbrella for wet weather, and also if it's cold, hat, scarf and gloves will be in there as well. So yeah, so that, oh, and also like I said, a little hairbrush and spare hair bands for if I need to tidy up my hair for whatever reason. So yeah, so that was what will be in my part bag. So I hope you found this video useful. I don't think I've missed anything. If I have, I will add it on, but I don't think I have. Oh, and my sunglasses, sorry, my sunglasses will be in my part bag, because sometimes it can get really sunny and it can be blinding. So yeah, I will also be taking my sunglasses in there as well, just in case. So yeah, that's about it really. So if you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. I hope this has offered you some hints and tips of what to have in your part bag. If there's anything that I haven't mentioned that you pop in your part bag, I'd love to know in the comments below. Or anything you think I would need or should have in there, that would be great. I'm really sorry about all the background noise in these last two videos. I'm doing it on a Sunday, and my kids are at home, and they are fighting and crying and doing all that stuff that they do, but this is the last chance I can film my videos before I go away. So I really apologise, and I hope that it hasn't drowned me out too much. So yeah, so the next time I will be filming, I will be in Disneyland, because we go a week today. 7 days to go. I'm really excited. I might, and I don't think I will squeeze another video in. I was going to do a bucket list video, but I don't think I will have time to squeeze that one in before I go. So if there is anything that you'd like to see me do, or a character you'd like to see me meet, or a ride you'd like to see me go on, or anything like that while I'm in Disneyland, please mention down in the comments below. And I will see if I can do it, and I'll be vlogging the whole trip from day 1 to day 5. So yeah, so I will see you in Disneyland Paris. Will be the next time I see you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and like I say, any comments, hints, tips, or any questions, please comment below and I will answer you as best I can. Or if there's anything you think I need or should have, then yeah, please let me know before Sunday preferably. And you know, let me know if you want me to do anything while I'm in Disneyland. Some possibly like some snacks that I should try, especially Halloween stuff if you've been for Halloween season. And you know, and things, so if there's any specific snacks you think I should try, or you know, things like that, or a particular ride you want me to go on, or a character meet or something, anything like that, let me know in the comments down below and I will do it, or try to. Yeah, so I've waffled on way too long now, so I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one in Disneyland Paris, day 1. Yeah, so I'm so excited, I cannot wait to go, and I cannot wait to bring you along with us and share the excitement with you. So thanks ever so much for watching, I really appreciate it. So yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in Disneyland. See you guys, thanks, bye.